Having a HUD that truly matches your own playstyle is one of the most important factors for improving in COD Mobile. And just like you remember, I already made a video about HUD setups before. Because of your insane support and feedback on that video, this time I'm back with a more advanced, more complete, and updated 2026 version. As you can see in the hand cam, I'm playing with 6 fingers on mobile, and with the same exact HUD, I can also play 4 fingers comfortably. There are players who play 6 fingers on mobile, that's true. But honestly, I don't think there are many players who can play both 6 fingers and 4 fingers using one single HUD. So now, let's get into the main topic. This time, unlike the previous video, I'm starting from 6 fingers, and we'll go all the way down to 2 fingers. I'll show you the best HUDs, how to place them correctly, and how to build a proper HUD based on your skill level and playstyle. Before that, we need to learn how a correct HUD should be built. How to build a correct HUD. First of all, you need to move all buttons toward the center of the screen. Why? Opens up all the side areas and gives us full freedom to build the HUD properly. Joystick position. Bottom left corner is where the joystick goes. No extra buttons, just the joystick. For 99% of players, this is the correct position. Only in rare cases, like being left-handed or having a very specific playstyle, someone might move it to the bottom right. But in general, this is the correct and recommended position. Bottom right area. The bottom right area is extremely important. If you play with 3 fingers or more and you are not a gyro player, this area must stay completely empty. Why? Because your right thumb needs free space to move, swipe, flick, and rotate the screen without accidentally touching another button. This makes your camera movement smooth and clean. Middle and bottom area. In the middle bottom area, you can place things like weapon switch, plant bomb, pick up weapon from the ground, climb ladder. Buttons like sound, settings, or other non-combat buttons can be stacked neatly in a corner of the screen, so you can use them only when needed. Top area. Now we move to the top area. This part depends on how many fingers you play with, but there are some important rules. If you play with less than 6 fingers, your slide and jump buttons must be on one side, and your shoot button must be on the opposite side. This is necessary to perform jump shots, drop shots, and advanced movement. If you play with fewer than 6 fingers, don't worry. Throughout the video, for every finger count, I'll show you the best HUD and give you specific explanations and tips. 6-finger HUD. Now let's start with 6 fingers. You can see in the hand cam how I play with this HUD. This is my 6-finger HUD on mobile, and it also works perfectly on iPad. If you play 6 fingers, you can use all movement mechanics, maximum speed, full control, advanced techniques. If you want to customize it, you can swap jump and slide positions with ADS or fire buttons in the top area. But the overall structure of this HUD is already the best possible version. This HUD works perfectly for normal players, for gyro players, for aggressive and tactical playstyles. Important tip: if you don't have a phone cooler, I recommend placing your phone on a pillow and playing 6 fingers that way, so your hands don't get tired. If you do have a cooler like me, holding the phone is the best option. HUD codes will be pinned in the comments, don't worry. 5-finger HUD. Now, for 5-finger players. Honestly, I don't really recommend 5 fingers on mobile. Why? Because when you play 5 fingers on mobile without putting the phone on a table or using a cooler, your hands get tired very quickly. And once you're tired, you lose balance and consistency. At that point, you might as well play 6 fingers to keep your hands balanced. That said, this is still the best possible 5-finger HUD. If you're a gyro player, you can move jump and slide to the bottom right to make it more comfortable. But my honest recommendation, either play 4 fingers or 6 fingers. Now we move to 4 fingers. This HUD might look familiar because it's based on the same structure as before. And that's because it's still one of the best HUDs for all playstyles. If you follow my channel, you know that after introducing this HUD in the previous video, I played ranked matches for a long time using it. I did that to prove one thing. I don't recommend random or useless HUDs. If you watch my videos, you'll see high-level ranked gameplay recorded using this exact HUD, not against bots. If you've watched the video until this point, drop a like on the video, comment your thoughts or problems, and don't forget to subscribe. I try to respond to all comments. 3-finger HUD. Now let's move to 3 fingers. This part is both harder and more important. With 3 fingers, you must find the best possible layout to get the maximum performance. This is my recommended 3-finger HUD. With this setup, you can play different styles. You still have access to movement. You can perform drop shots and other mechanics. The slide and jump buttons are placed on the top right with hip fire. The ADS fire button is placed slightly toward the center right, so you can still control fights properly. The speed is lower compared to 4 or 6 fingers, but if you get used to it, you can still play extremely well. If you're a gyro player, you can move 1 or 2 buttons to the bottom right to increase your speed even more. 2-finger HUD. Finally, 2 fingers. To be honest, it's very rare to find someone who plays at a high level with only 2 fingers. Reaching legendary rank does not automatically mean someone is a pro player. If you really want to improve and move forward, you should aim for 4 fingers or more. However, for beginners, the default COD Mobile HUD with a few small adjustments is still the best option. It's simple, clean, and perfect for learning the basics. Now, before we move to the outro, there are a few very important points that I really need to explain, because this is where a lot of players make mistakes. How long does it take to get used to a new HUD? A lot of you always ask, how long does it take to actually get used to a new HUD? And the honest answer is, it completely depends on how you play. If you are a Battle Royale player, I strongly recommend playing Alcatraz first. It's fast-paced, you respawn quickly, and it's perfect for building muscle memory without pressure. If you are a multiplayer player, don't jump straight into ranked. Start with normal public matches, not ranked. On average, it takes about 1 to 2 days for your fingers to get a basic understanding of the new HUD. From the second day onward, your movement and overall gameplay will start to feel slightly better and more natural. At that point, you can start playing ranked matches, so you face different enemies, different playstyles, and actually challenge yourself. After about 1 full week, you can move into open lobbies, custom rooms, high-level players. This is where you really test how comfortable you are with the HUD. Biggest mistake most players make. One very important thing to understand, playing 12 hours a day does not mean you will improve faster. You can't turn a process that takes days into something you finish in 1 day. What actually works is 2 to 3 hours per day. Clean gameplay, focused practice, no anger, no unnecessary pressure. Play calmly, play smart, and give your brain and fingers time to adapt. Of course, frustration will happen. That's part of the process, but don't let it control you. Consistency always beats overplaying. And finally, one more important thing. A perfect HUD alone is not enough. You also need the right settings to match your HUD and your playstyle. That's why in the next part of the video, I show the best overall settings for 2026. I highly recommend watching that part carefully, taking screenshots, and applying them properly. These settings work for all playstyles and are truly some of the best COD Mobile settings for 2026. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it helped you understand how important a correct HUD really is. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you have any questions. See you in the next one.